Coming up, the FBI is heavily scrutinized in Special Counsel John Durham's report on its handling of the Trump campaign investigation in 2016, how the agency is responding to the criticism. And the Florida governor has signed a bill defunding diversity programs in public colleges. The latest legislation aimed at reforming higher education in the state. The rundown starts now. This is Straight Arrow News, bringing you unbiased, straight facts. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kara Rucker. Our top story: the FBI is facing sharp criticism after a Department of Justice special counsel found the Bureau made critical mistakes in its investigation into possible links between Russia and the Trump 2016 campaign. After nearly 4 years, Special Counsel John Durham is out with his long-awaited report, saying the FBI lacked actual evidence when it launched a probe into then-candidate Trump's 2016 campaign. In the 300-page report, Durham wrote the FBI relied too heavily on investigative leads coming from Trump's political opponents. Durham acknowledged the FBI was obligated to examine the Russia allegations, but still states the FBI failed. Durham is now being asked to testify in front of the House Judiciary Committee next week. Following the report's release, Trump released a statement saying the American public was scammed. The FBI also released a statement in response, saying its leadership has implemented dozens of corrective actions that it says could have prevented missteps made in 2016. At least 3 people are dead and 9 others wounded after an 18-year-old suspect opened fire in a New Mexico neighborhood. 4 officers engaged with the gunman when they arrived to a chaotic scene, a man firing upon neighbors as he roamed the neighborhood hunting for victims.
My dogs were in the backyard, and then I heard a loud bang, so I ran outside and they ran inside scared, hiding around. So I went in the backyard to see what was going on, and then that's when I heard multiple rounds start going off. I came back inside. I called him because I was like, I swear I heard gunshots or something's going on. And then I looked out my window, and then all my neighbors were out and they're all freaking out.
According to the local police chief, the suspect used an AR-15 style rifle and had 2 other guns. 2 of the responding officers were shot and injured before police shot and killed the shooter. Police have not yet released a motive. The United States is weeks away from a potential default on the nation's debt. It was known months ago, when the U.S. reached its debt ceiling, that Congress would have to act in order to prevent a default. But the two sides are still far apart, according to House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, as he prepares to sit down with the president again today to negotiate next steps.
I watched this president, when he was senator, vote against debt ceilings. And he said it didn't go far enough to cut and save. My question to the president is, how big a debt is too big? Is $32 trillion, if that's not big enough, that's bigger than our entire economy?
McCarthy, Biden, and other top congressional leaders will meet today, just one day before Biden is slated to head to Japan for the G7 summit. McCarthy has said it's critical the two sides reach a deal before this weekend, so the bill would have enough time to pass through both chambers of Congress and make it to the president's desk. The Treasury Secretary, Janet Yellen, says failure to raise the debt ceiling could cause, quote, an economic catastrophe. While Biden intends to go to Japan this week, the White House says the trip is dependent on how the debt ceiling talks go. Ukraine says it's intercepted 18 missiles in an attack on its capital, Kyiv, stopping the barrage of missiles from raining down on the city. 6 of the missiles were hypersonic weapons, according to Ukrainian officials. If it's confirmed, then it would be the first time Ukraine has struck down an entire group of the weapons Russia has deemed as nearly unstoppable. The missiles can travel up to 10 times the speed of sound. Kyiv's takedown of hypersonic missiles would be a demonstration of the effectiveness of newly deployed air defenses from Western allies.
They want more aircraft, they want more UAVs with better capabilities, they want longer-range strike munitions, and they want the ability to defend their airspace consistently. Because again, without that, everything is lost potentially. So that's going to be number 1 on the shopping list and always will be.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has signed a bill banning public colleges from using state funds on diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. It's the latest move from the governor to reform higher education. DeSantis says diversity programs are an attempt to, quote, impose an ideological agenda on students and faculty, and said students who want to study areas such as gender ideology should go to schools in other states like California. Free speech organizations criticized the law, calling it an attack on academic freedom. The battle between DeSantis and universities is ongoing. Last year, the governor signed a bill to limit tenure at public colleges. Happening today, Republican lawmakers in North Carolina are looking to override a veto by their Democratic governor as they look to pass a bill that would ban abortions at 12 weeks. The Senate is scheduled to take a vote this afternoon, but whether there are enough votes to override the veto is still unclear. North Carolina currently allows abortions through 20 weeks of pregnancy, which is currently one of the least restrictive in the region. These are your top stories. Thanks for watching The Rundown. We're on a mission to bring back trustworthy journalism by serving only you, not an agenda. Be sure to check out more of our work at straightarrownews.com. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Until then, I'm Kara Rucker. Have a great day.